I'm speechless right now. You know, I mean, it's very sad.
Right now, the Middleton community is mourning the deaths of 2 young children after they were murdered by their own mother.
Plus, a 50-year-old man is dead after a grain silo partially collapses on him. What law enforcement is saying about the incident. And
later, teaching cannabis in college. How a new online class at UW-Platteville is expanding a program in a state where marijuana is illegal. That's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. And good evening. We begin tonight with Middleton community members paying their respects after we have learned new painful details in a homicide investigation.
According to police, a woman shot and killed her 2 children. She also shot and wounded the father of her children. Officers arrived at the scene on Maywood Avenue around 7:40 Sunday night. That's when the man ran from the residence saying he had been shot multiple times. After shooting her children, the woman then turned the gun on herself. The father of the children is still in the hospital, but is no longer in intensive care. Both children were students at Sauk Trail Elementary. The names of those involved have not been released. A vigil for the children killed in Sunday's murder-suicide in Middleton has been moved now to Saturday.
But as Armand Rahman found, some community members felt grieving together was still needed tonight.
Even though the city of Middleton rescheduled the original prayer vigil for Saturday evening, community members still gathered Wednesday night because they tell me it's still important to rally together in support.
It's very important for everybody to show up here, you know, and show their respect.
But as Lewis Scott stood beside the balloons and stuffed animals, the loss hit close to home.
The same 2 kids go to my son's school. They go to Sauk Trail.
Scott says he saw the 2 children and their mother as recently as last Friday.
Sometimes I'll get out my car and open the door for them, you know, because our kid was in the wheelchair. Our daughter was in a wheelchair, you know, and I opened the door for her. And look, I think our daughter was 8 years old, you know, always smiling, you know, very friendly.
Now he's left remembering those faces he'd see every day.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just very heartbreaking right now.
It's clear that pain is being felt by all corners of the Middleton community. On Wednesday, the small group of friends, neighbors, and churchgoers prayed together.
It seems like the whole Middleton community has been mobilized, from the Sauk Trail Elementary staff and administration, to the Middleton School District administration, Middleton Police, families. It does really seem like it takes all of us rallying together to make a difference.
Pastor Harold Zimick says right now the biggest difference anyone can make is really
just being there for each other, just caring, being present, grieving together. There can be a lot of healing as we grieve together.
A representative who works with the city during community events like this said they are still working to determine how best to receive donations to help the family of those involved. In Middleton, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
And the planned prayer vigil will instead be held Saturday evening at 6:30 at Lakeview Park on Allen Boulevard near the site of the murder-suicide. The city says it was moved after receiving a huge outpouring of support and interest.
Another day of warm temperatures before they cool down for a bit. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with your First Warn forecast.
Yeah, tomorrow's temperatures are going to be very similar to today. Then we'll turn a lot colder for Friday, but warm right back up toward the end of the weekend and be flirting with record high temperatures by the early part of next week. Time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam showed some clouds early, then some sunshine, and then some cirrus clouds coming in from the west during the afternoon that started to block out the sun a little bit. Those clouds have thickened up to the point where there are a few sprinkles of rain down toward the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, but for the most part, these are very light, and I haven't seen any surface reports of them even reaching the ground. High temperatures today, Madison, 60 degrees. That was only 2 degrees from the record high temperature of 62 set back in 2017. Janesville was at 57, but it was in the 60s right along the Wisconsin River and in the 50s elsewhere. Right now, Madison's dropped to 40. Janesville still in the middle 40s to the north. Temperatures have dropped into the 30s from the Dells northward. Right now, 41 in Middleton, 41 degrees in McFarland, and 42 degrees in Mount Horeb. Otherwise, look for skies to be mostly cloudy overnight. It'll be mild with a low temperature of 34 degrees, and that'll give us a good head start on getting back into the mid to upper 50s tomorrow. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include more mild weather and flirting with records early next week.
Gary, thank you. A man is dead after a grain silo partially collapsed. This happened in Monroe. First responders were called to the north 1500 block of Clarno Road just after 8 this morning. And according to witnesses who called for help, the man was trying to take down that silo when it collapsed, trapping him. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
There's a lot of silos, especially in our county, from the agricultural use, and a lot of them are dated and not used anymore, so they take them down. In my time here, we've never had a call like this that I'm aware of.
The name of the victim is still being withheld. The Greene County Sheriff's Office says it expects to release more information in the coming week.
In Beloit, police say they arrested 3 teenagers last week after finding drugs and guns during a search warrant. Officers searched a residence in the 1900 block of West Grand Avenue on Friday, February 16th. 6 guns, 2 of which were stolen, and various gun parts were seized. Police also seized more than 30 grams of marijuana. A 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and 17-year-old were arrested. They each face charges of receiving stolen property and being a juvenile in possession of a dangerous weapon.
Meanwhile, police in Whitewater say they arrested a man yesterday for robbing a gas station. Officers were called to the gas station at 1138 West Main Street just after 9 p.m. for a report of an armed robbery. And police say a 19-year-old man entered that gas station, showed a replica gun, and demanded a pack of cigars. He was later found at Nylands Hall on the UW-Whitewater campus and was arrested. The suspect faces several charges, including armed robbery and disorderly conduct.
An Illinois judge has set a new trial date for the suspect in the 2022 Highland Park massacre. The trial is now scheduled to begin February 24th of next year. Robert Cremo is accused of opening fire at a 4th of July parade, killing 7 people and injuring 38. Cremo's trial was previously set to begin next week, but the date was changed after he requested once again to be represented by a public defender.
Authorities in Manitowoc County and statewide are continuing their search for the 3-year-old boy who went missing yesterday morning. This is Elijah View. He was last seen in Two Rivers by a caregiver at their residence. He was wearing gray pants, a long-sleeve dark shirt, and shoes with red and green dinosaurs on them. He may also be carrying a red and white plaid blanket. Now, the search efforts are now including state and federal emergency response teams as police, firefighters, and a large number of volunteers conduct a search of that area for Elijah.
In Janesville, a landlord is pleading guilty to several citations. This after giving his tenants a 28-day eviction notice last month. Rick Donahue set the eviction date for February 28th, but one tenant told News 3 Now they were served a separate 5-day notice on Tuesday, moving that date up even further.
28 days isn't even enough time to think about what's going on. He basically forced everybody into a panic buy. And you need to hurry up and buy this place, or you need to hurry up and get out.
If these families agree to purchase their homes, it will become their responsibility to make the fixes and upgrades that Donahue refused to address. Some of those issues include improperly installed plumbing and heating systems and hazardous electric systems, each of which Donahue pleaded not guilty to in Rock County Court. The University of Wisconsin-Platteville is expanding their cannabis education program, even as marijuana legalization in Wisconsin stalled in the legislature again last week.
But in a state where not even medical marijuana is legal, how can UW-Platteville teach a course on creating cannabis products? Braden Ross joins us now with more. Braden?
Yeah, that's a great question. It basically comes down to the fact that this online class is just education, but students are learning skills that they can already use in Wisconsin, even if cannabis is still technically illegal.
A new industry is being born.
That new industry is cannabis. And although it may not be legal here yet, UW-Platteville wants to make sure Wisconsin farmers are ready when it is.
I get that it's not for everyone, and we're not trying to make it for everyone, but if people are interested, we want to provide them with the skill sets that they need, and really the education or an educational institution that they need to at least get their feet wet.
The university's new Cannabis Product Development and Design Certificate, in partnership with national cannabis training organization Green Flower, joins 4 other non-credit-bearing programs in the school's Continuing Education Institute.
Whether you want to do it for yourself or you want to do it inside of a company or you want to start a new enterprise, you'll have the guidance to really create these new types of innovative cannabis products.
Cannabis is still illegal in Wisconsin. Last week, a Republican plan to legalize medical marijuana died in the state legislature after lawmakers couldn't agree on the details. The 2018 Farm Bill legalized hemp products nationwide, opening the door for a growing hemp industry even in states where legal marijuana is still off the table. But those products are unregulated, so Green Flower is hoping programs like this one can teach people how to make them safely.
It wasn't legal to grow hemp in the state for almost 50 years. And so much of that agricultural knowledge is passed down from generation to generation, and there was a really big gap there. And there's risk associated with the product because of variation in legality.
And in a world where cannabis is on the rise, that skill is becoming more and more valuable.
More often than not, people are taking these programs because there are companies that are hiring people with this type of expertise.
Now, this 8-week class is completely online and open to anyone, anywhere who wants to take it.
Meanwhile, at the state capitol, a measure that would legalize medical marijuana appears to be doomed as the state legislature approaches the end of its session for the year. The assembly plans to meet for a last time on Thursday, while the Senate will return for a final day in March. Despite being backed by Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, Republicans in the state Senate oppose it. They objected to the state running dispensaries. Democrats who want full legalization also had concerns about how restrictive the proposed program would have been.
President Biden canceling another $1.2 billion in student loan debt. The latest round of relief impacts nearly 153,000 borrowers who are enrolled in a new repayment plan the administration launched in August. The Saving on a Valuable Education Plan erases remaining federal student loan balances for those who originally borrowed $12,000 or less and have made payments for at least 10 years.
When people in student debt relief, they buy homes, they start businesses, they contribute, they engage in the community in ways they weren't able to before. It actually grows the economy.
Now, since taking office, President Biden has canceled nearly $138 billion of student loan debt, federal student loan debt, for nearly 4 million borrowers. The White House considering a new executive action for the southern border. The policy would make it more difficult for migrants to seek asylum if they enter the U.S. illegally. It involves an authority known as 212F. Now, former President Trump tried to do something similar back in 2018. A federal court then ruled 212F authority does not override existing asylum law. It's not known how the Biden administration's action would attempt to overcome that ruling. Coming up on News 3 Now at 10, the warm temps continue, but for how long? Gary's complete forecast is next.
Plus, an unprecedented decision from Alabama Supreme Court on frozen embryos is now having real-life consequences, what it means for patients and providers.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Dale, what's going on, man?
I'm remodeling and I'm looking for a new tankless water heater.
You know, Menards always has Richmond water heaters in stock. I'm headed that way now. You want to go?
You read my mind. Let's do it. Man, you ever take off that fire suit?
I sleep in this thing.
All right. Man, these stores are incredible. I love having them as a partner.
Me too. For the best tankless options, come to Menards for Richmond water heaters.
And all your home improvement projects.
Save big money at Menards.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, country music superstar Kane Brown. Plus, HGTV Week gets down home fab with Chelsea and Cole DeBoer. And it is time for our Knock Star
on the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
Alabama's largest hospital is pausing in vitro fertilization treatments after the state Supreme Court ruled frozen embryos have the same rights as children. The all-Republican Alabama Supreme Court delivered the landmark ruling. This stems from a wrongful death lawsuit brought by patients whose frozen embryos were destroyed when they were accidentally dropped. The court ruled the embryos are people under the law and entitled to the same protections as children, and anyone who destroys them can be held liable for wrongful death.
I've already been so poked and prodded with the IVF process, and now I feel like there's somebody else who's coming into my personal life.
The CDC says nearly 100,000 babies were born in the U.S. in 2021 using IVF. That's 2% of all births.
Tensions between the U.S. and Russia are running high over the war in Ukraine and the death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. Now, 2 American citizens are facing more than 20 years in a Russian jail after being charged with espionage. Russia's Federal Security Service says Ksenia Karelina was raising money for a Ukraine charity, something Russia considers treason. Now, Karelina is a dual citizen, but the U.S. State Department has not been able to get in to see her.
We will continue to try to work to free those American citizens who we have determined to be wrongfully detained, and we will continue to call on humane treatment for everyone.
Meanwhile, U.S. Ambassador Lynn Tracy did get to meet with Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, who is also charged with espionage. He was in court yesterday in order to remain in jail until his trial next month. The Biden administration says it will issue strong new sanctions against Russia on Friday for both Navalny's death and its continuing war in Ukraine. More local news now. Madison Gas and Electric's latest solar project in Fitchburg is now servicing its customers. The company says its 6-megawatt Tyto solar project is fully operational and delivering locally generated carbon-free energy. Located along Irish Lane in Fitchburg, the project uses bifacial solar panels that produces energy from both sides as they track the sun throughout the day. An MG&E spokesperson says it's the company's next step in meeting their carbon reduction goals.
We fully expect that we're going to be able to reduce our carbon emissions 80% by 2030, on our way to net zero carbon electricity by 2050.
MG&E says it's awaiting approval to purchase a share of the High Noon solar energy project. That's located in Columbia County, and if approved, it'll expand its solar capabilities to serve about 9,000 households.
Wisconsinites expect cold this time of year, but some are embracing this warm reprieve. We found people out enjoying the weather this fine February day, walking their pets and dressing accordingly.
I'm not wearing pants as much. I do wear shorts most of the time if it's like usable weather.
He was wearing shorts for that interview, and this isn't the end of the warm weather. There is more to come, as more is on the way tomorrow, plus maybe some more record highs next week. Here's Gary with a look at the forecast.
You got your shorts out, right, Gary? Wearing your shorts?
Yeah, my Bermuda shorts and black socks, right?
Did you see his shorts there? I think he said they were hot. They were shorts. It's a warm, it's unseasonably warm.
I don't look hot in the shorts. I'll spare you that right there.
You're hot.
No, but it is mild out there. Very mild. In fact, this weather is like that of April. That's how warm it is right now. Tonight's weather photo comes from Dan Breen of Adams. There's the moon casting its rays across the landscape. Very pretty and almost eerie picture there. If you want to send us your backyard weather pictures, send them right through our First Warn Weather and Traffic app. You can download that for free. Otherwise, you can email them to us at firstwarn@wisctv.com. And a reminder, the Dark Skies Severe Weather Seminar this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Madison College, 1701 Wright Street. It'll be in room D1630. There's free parking. It's open to the public. And if you're interested in severe weather, we'll have people from the National Weather Service, people from the emergency management there, some researchers from the University of Wisconsin, Purdue University. I'll be there emceeing, giving a presentation on different ways of getting severe weather alerts. But this is for you if you're interested in severe weather and putting together a severe weather safety plan. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Highs will be in the 50s again for tomorrow, but also for Sunday and Monday as well. And then we're up to near record high temperatures, probably actually record high temperatures if we hit the 60s for next Tuesday, and a chance for some showers and thunderstorms Tuesday into Tuesday evening, and then maybe that mixes with a little bit of snow late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Tonight, just some sprinkles down toward the Illinois state line. Most of that is aloft, at least according to surface weather reports. High temperatures over the next 10 days, unusually mild for tomorrow, colder for Friday and Saturday, then we warm right back up to record or near record temperatures for both Monday and Tuesday. Drop again Wednesday and Thursday, and those temperatures go right back up for next weekend. As far as records are concerned, we could be very close to the record high of 61 on Monday. I've got a forecast high of 59, but on Tuesday, the low temperature predicted at 47 would break the warmest low temperature for the date by almost 10 degrees, and the high temperature predicted at 63 would break the record high temperature by 5 degrees. We'll also watch out for the possibility for some strong thunderstorms. Right now, on Monday evening, it looks like things will stay quiet. Most of the rain will probably stay to the south of us from Monday night. Then as we get into Tuesday, we have some wind shear. Winds aloft from the west, winds from the south near the ground. That's a good setup for severe weather, but the problem is most of the showers and thunderstorms develop when the moisture arrives, and that's mainly to the east of us. So there's a narrow window of opportunity, but once those winds shift around to the northwest, we'll turn colder, and by early on Wednesday morning, we could see a few flakes of snow mix in with any rain showers. High temperatures today, 60 in Madison. Much of the Midwest saw temperatures well into the 50s, and temperatures hit the 70s across southern Missouri. Planning your day tomorrow, we start out in the mid-30s, but those temperatures climb to around 40 by 9 a.m. By lunchtime, we're looking at temperatures in the lower 50s and high temperatures topping out in the upper 50s across much of southern Wisconsin. Overnight, the low at 34 for Madison with cloudy skies, and tomorrow we're looking for a high temperature of 57 degrees here in town. Planning your night across or day across Dane County, 58 for the high in Belleville, 57 in Middleton, and across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 58 for Prairie du Chien and 56 for the high in Camp Douglas. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast, colder Friday and Saturday, warming up toward the end of the weekend. Shower and thunderstorm chance Tuesday, rain and snow showers ending early on Wednesday. Those temperatures ramping right back up at the end of next week.
Thank you, Gary. It is only February, but the official 2024 White House Christmas ornament is already here. The ornament, crafted in the shape of an anchor, honors former President Jimmy Carter and his service in the Navy. It features a globe and 2 doves, symbolizing Carter's peacemaking efforts in office and as a private citizen. It is available online for about $25. Carter, who's 99 years old, has been in hospice care since last February. He's the first former president to see the ornament release in his lifetime. We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County doesn't just build homes. We build financially strong families. Habitat Homes, financed through affordable mortgages, allow hardworking families to break the cycle of poverty and invest in their futures. Your support changes lives. Please donate today.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 with 1.9% APR for 72 months. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
It's the Hy-Vee BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Buy one, get one free on Blue Bunny frozen desserts. Buy one, get one free on marinated pork loin fillets or tenderloins. Buy one, get one free on Doritos. Buy one, get one free on 7-Up 6-packs. Buy one, get one free on Hy-Vee potato chips. And buy one, get one free on Hy-Vee cottage cheese. Don't miss the Hy-Vee BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked?
Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Wisconsin men's basketball team holding on to third place in the Big Ten for at least another week after beating Maryland last night 74-70. The Badgers controlled this one throughout most of the game, but the Terrapins didn't make it easy at the end, forcing Wisconsin to hit its free throws down the stretch. And with the win, now the Badgers are 10-6 in Big Ten play, the 20th time in 23 years they've won double-digit conference games. Now the team is off until next Tuesday. They'll visit the Indiana Hoosiers. Tip-off set for 6 p.m. Central Time down in Bloomington. Wisconsin women's volleyball team announcing this year's spring schedule. April 7th, the team will take on Purdue at a neutral site in Northwest Indiana. And then on the 19th, the Badgers will be at the Fieldhouse taking on the University of Illinois Chicago. And finally, on April 26th, it's off to Dubuque, the short trip down there. Badgers will then face off against Northern Iowa. Badger wrestler Dean Hamady receiving accolades for his performance for Wisconsin over the weekend. Hamady named Wrestler of the Week after remaining unbeaten against Big Ten competition. The academic All-Big Ten honoree earns the 3rd Wrestler of the Week award of his career. Hamady also the most recent winner of the award for the Badgers when he won it back on January 2nd. And the Brewers have officially signed catcher Gary Sanchez, coming off a down year, hitting 19 homers while playing for both the Padres and Mets. In 75 games, he hit .217, a .492 slugging percentage, 47 RBI. Sanchez will serve as a backup to William Contreras and will be a key piece in the DH spot. Our Gary's back. A final check of the forecast after a short break.
A rookie stunt driver. Again. Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event.
Get a low $330 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. These President's Day offers end soon.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan the call now.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you quality name brand workwear and footwear because we get you. From the farm to the job site to your own backyard, we have great deals on your favorite rugged styles for spring. Right now, earn $50 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $200 on Carhartt gear, $100 off these men's cat work boots. And while you're in for workwear, save on 5 gallons of Blaine's diesel oil, $64.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. We get you what you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Ready to transform your skin in one simple step? Introducing Paula's Choice Mandelic and Lactic Acid AHA Liquid Exfoliant. 100% soft smoother, softer, brighter skin. Resurface texture and tone, and promote healthy cell turnover without irritation. The next level of exfoliation is here. Available at Paula's Choice and Sephora.
Now's the time for a new Leisure Concepts hot tub, so check out this amazing special purchase. This 6x7 foot hot tub seats 4 adults beautifully, has a powerful 3-horse jet pump, LED lights, 24 stainless steel jets, and a thick winterproof cover. The best part, right now it's just $59.95, and that includes delivery and training. Just $59.95 for all this. Get to Leisure Concepts ASAP and get yours delivered now.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. These President's Day offers end soon.
Josh Spreiter, News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Tonight. No, listen, folks, you take away immigration, all I can talk about is how low-flow toilets are giving windmill cancer to whales.
Colbert's got Emma Stone tonight on CBS.
Finally tonight, why choose between chicken and pizza when you can have both? Check out Chizza. KFC adding the new pizza-inspired item to its menus nationwide starting on Monday. The Chizza features 2 white meat fried chicken fillets topped with marinara, melted mozzarella cheese, and crispy pepperoni. You can order the Chizza on its own or make it a combo. It sounds like a commercial.
You do.
If you're looking to cut calories, you also have the option to order a half Chizza. If you're looking to cut calories,
if you want to cut
you don't want to
calories,
go to KFC.
Well, just, maybe make a quarter of it. Sounds like chicken parmesan with pepperoni.
It's like steak. There you go.
Genius right here. It's
Somebody's
great.
got an idea.
Skies are mostly cloudy right now, but we're not seeing any rain in Madison. To the south, a few sprinkles, perhaps south of Dane County, but haven't seen any reports that they're reaching the ground yet. 40 right now, Madison, 43 Janesville, a little colder to the north. Temperatures in the 30s for the Dells northward, but here in Dane County, 39 Sauk City, 39 in Sun Prairie, 42 in Oregon. Look for a low temperature tonight of about 34. High temperature tomorrow, back to 57.
Unreal. Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.